All right, ladies and gentlemen. Due to factors I am not going to disclose, it looks like we're going to have a lightning round. As always, this is the leaders of the world as furries. This is part C, so all the C nations. Um, the current date of recording is 5th of May, 2024. Happy Cinco de Mayo. So first up, we have the leader of Cambodia, Hun Sen. Um, from what I understand, he's had quite the dictatorship so far. He's kind of low down and slippery. I made him a snake. That and, well, he has a pretty cool facial scar, so why not give him a really cool persona? Next, we have Paul Biya of Cameroon. Now, I think he's a out of the box thinker, able to have somewhat of a democracy in a one party system. So, a lemur, just something unique, something with a little bit of uniqueness. Next up, we have Justin Trudeau, a pretty open and shut case of, I mean, just look at the fucking guy. Fox. Jose Neves of Cape Verdean, Cape Verde being, if I remember correctly, it's like a small island nation off the coast of Africa. Now, I decided, you know what? Island nation, I don't know why, but I associated it with avians. Probably just some weird subconscious reason of mine. So, I'm going to go with a crow. That and crows are pretty intelligent. Next up, we have this guy whose name I'm going to not butcher, who is the head of the Central African Republic. Well, what government there is. And, well, I decided to make him a zebra because, hey, he's been through so much, he's earned it, really. Mahatma Debi is the current leader of Chad. Technically, it's still kind of under sort of a dictatorship. He is ex-military, so it's kind of hard to tell, but as far as I can tell, he's the leader. Who knows if he's going to be leader for life, but still, Chad is a pretty cool nation, so we gave him a Chad persona, a hyena. Next up, we have Gabriel Boric, the leader of Chile, real firebrand leftist, kind of like Lula. He is a he is left of center, blah blah blah, really upstanding guy, and he is a very young world leader as well. So I gave him a border collie persona, because again, people with dog personas, heart of gold. Xi Jinping is a very storied character, very interesting man to read about, because he was forced to work in the fields as punishment back in the Mao days, and surprisingly, he embraced communism instead of trying to fight it. Take for that what you will, but I think it would be cliche to depict him as Winnie the Pooh, so I decided I would go with a panda. He is as straightforward as the as his military his military protocol. Next up, we have Gustavo Petro, who is a former M19 guerrilla and current leader of Colombia, which is kind of surprising because Colombia is a bit on the far right, at least economically speaking. So I made him a capybara because boy howdy is that dude chill. Read up on him sometime. He's quite a chill guy. Next up we have I'm not gonna try butchering his name, but if you're watching, if anyone from Comoros is actually watching this, all two of you, um, salam alaikum. Uh, so I was kind of at a loss as to what to make him, so I made him a coyote, mostly because Comoros, eastern side of Africa, very desert out there. Next up, we have Felix. I cannot pronounce your last name. Sorry. Head of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And from what I have tried to read up on him, I eventually gave him a mouse persona. He seems as someone who is humble, trying to just make things work to the best of his abilities. And then we have the Republic of the Congo, which is the different and smaller Congo. Again, I am so sorry I can't pronounce your names, but I'd rather just not butcher them. I have gone with elephant because someone in Africa has to have one, and there will probably be more elephants coming soon in later episodes. Rodrigo Robles, current president of Costa Rica. He has an American education. Again, not that not that uh, not that uncommon among world leaders. He has quite a few allegations around him. Seems very self-centered, so I made him a cat. And next up we have Zoran Milanovic, president of Croatia. Now, I have actually met several Croatian furries. Vast majority of them have said wolf. Take it for what it's worth. Now, Miguel Diaz-Canel, and the current head of the current head of Cuba, and apparently also the first secretary of their party. He's the guy who took over after Fidel and Raul finally passed away. Now, I've talked to a few Cuban expats. They say donkey. I mean, his name is his nickname is Singao, so I decided, you know what, donkey. That, and he is an engineer. He's pretty, from a working class background. And now we have Nikos. I don't want to attempt the surname. I'm sorry. He is the current president of Cyprus. Now, Cyprus, I don't know too much about Cyprus politic, but I know that this guy in question is Greek and very, 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 very basic politician, so I gave him a very basic persona of a fox. No offense to foxes out there, just sorry. Peter Pavel. I've actually talked to a few Czech friends of mine, and most of them were saying a duck. I don't know why. This is an in-joke that they would not explain. I think it has to do something with mallards being very, very not straight animals, and Mr. Pavel allegedly being not on the straight side, but we'll see. Anyway, with all that said, I must go. Don't expect too many uploads in the near future. But don't worry. I'll upload when I can. Peace.